The third section is the third major group of arthropods, which are the crustaceans. Crustaceans have two pairs of antennae, two or more pairs of quote-unquote legs, and we'll talk about that some more in later slides, a crusty exoskeleton, and gills for breathing, because unlike the other two groups, spiders and insects, arachnids and insects, these are primarily water-bound creatures. Their skeleton has a high concentration, their exoskeleton has a high concentration of calcium carbonate, which is important as a part of their exoskeleton. The external structure of the crustacean, and what I'm showing here is what we're going to use, like we use the grasshopper as the typical insect, the crayfish will be the typical crustacean. They also have a cephalothorax, which goes from here forward, and then an abdomen, which goes from here back. They have a carapace, which is shown right here. It's this part of the shell, or this part of the exoskeleton, and it covers the gills and vital organs. And then the rostrum, which is this part right here, which covers the brain and head. The appendages of the head include compound eyes, which are here. Remember, compound eyes have multiple lenses, multiple retina. Simple eyes, which are actually not shown on this diagram. I'm sorry, they are right here. Simple eyes, right here. Antennules, which are the shorter of the antennas, these right here. Antennules are feelers attached to hearing and balance. And then stachys, which are responsible for the balance. Then the larger antennae, which are shown here and here, which are responsible for touch, taste, and smell. Mandibles, which are the eating part of the head, and maxilla, which are the chewing appendages. You can't really see either the maxilla or the mandibles on this diagram. The appendages of the thorax include the maxillipeds, which are, the two pairs are not shown. You can see one pair here. And they're the first of three appendages that grip food. Chilipeds, which are these pinchers, which we all know about the pinchers. Walking legs for locomotion here and here. And then the gills, which are underneath the carapace. You can't see them externally. The appendages of the abdomen include the swimmerets here, which in the female, the eggs are attached to these. In the male, they are primarily used for locomotion. The uropod, which is back here, which is a flipper that's used for swimming, and the telson, which is the terminal part of the uropod up here. The digestive system of the crayfish is fairly simple. The gastric mill, which is another word for a gizzard, or a area that grinds the food, and it actually is not visible on this particular diagram. The respiratory system, which is the gills, primarily the gills. The circulatory system, which is open. The green glands, which are used to as the excretory system, they're right here. The heart, by the way, is right here, with a pericardial sinus around the heart, and the blood is pumped out from here to all parts of the body. The green gland here is used to remove waste. The nervous system, and in the nervous system, the most important part of the stachys, which are important for as a sensory organ.